we should be happy about the Rave commemoration meeting because it became people's meeting where the leaders are brought in and they were questioned and they were had to answer. And it was an occasion where so many people, so many values and directions and political views got together and were able to directly listen to the debate which was arranged at the center. And I found that the leaders unitedly answered that the problem is to defeat the organized racist agitations and fascistic tendencies in the society, and to go forward and build a constitution which is accepted to the people, all people. That was said not only by Ranil Wickremesinghe but also by the President. President also, in this occasion, he came forward to defend the struggle against racist conspiracies. So that in a time like this, we have, when we look back into this, what is happening in the society, we can see that the so-called united opposition organizing events throughout the country to arouse people into a racial conflict and to create a situation and a breakdown of the entire society that is there in mind. Now we see that monks have been organized to attack people who are trying to implement the regulations. In a case like so-called Buddhist monk Ampitiye Sumana Ratna, he uses most vulgar, appalling words and behaved like a real culprit and attacked the Tamil official who have come to implement an order given from the state. This is about some land, private land being occupied by forcibly by these racketeers, and then the government trying to evict them and give the property to the Tamil people who have been living there. So this person who was in yellow robes was trying to use that position of being able to appear as a monk, Buddhist monk, to stop the action and also to attack the official, Tamil official. And police was looking. Police once or twice, of course, intervened when the monk was trying to hit this official. But they never stepped in to arrest this person who was attacking and saying that he will kill them, chop them, and so on, and also that he will he attacked the hierarchy of Buddhist temples, and he used all kinds of words to describe the situation. Then many other occasions like that, these are being ignited by the opposition, and also the campaign, real campaign also to bring about a situation something like 83. But fortunately, today the people are much more aware. People have grown out of this chauvinist fascistic tendencies. They voted against it in the past elections, and still they are very conscious, and their thinking has increased towards a positive opposition to racism, and that have become a strength at the moment. Now, after the US elections, there is a shock that had been coming to the mass movement in the urban areas in Sri Lanka too. Because the picture given was that in America, the education is so powerful, and the activities of anti-racist, pro-women's rights, and rights of minorities, and human rights, and equality, and all that is positive things are happening, and therefore people are much more enlightened, and they will never ever allow dictator or brutal person into get elected. That was the idea, that fascistic nature is completely opposed to the general thinking of American people. But unfortunately, we see that just the opposite, that the so-called silent people, people who are outside of the cosmopolitan society, in parochial areas, rural areas, they are just like the Buddhist fanatics in Sri Lanka. They have been thinking about the white supremacist America, and they have gone back 200 years to be in a position like that. So what happens to the world? American leaders in the past came out and said, we have to follow human rights conditions, and about war criminals and so on and so forth, and organize resolution in the United Nations Human Rights Commission, and they were able to convince people that America is for democracy, human rights, women's rights, rights of minorities, and against racism, against fascism, and so on. But to find that this American society is far back, and the fascistic people have come to dominate this society. That is very unfortunate, and we can see Mahinda Rajapaksa is jubilant. He is very happy, and his other leaders are happy because they feel that America will no longer will intervene or make pressure to the Sri Lankan government in future, where he would be able to come to power, because the indication given by the American society, American people, is that you should be interested in your own nationality and own maturity. Interest is more important, and that message will work obviously against the work carried out by the present government and the people who have been following this democratic movement in Sri Lanka. So this is a shock to us. But anyway, even though the conspiracies have increased here, there are various conspiracies going on to arouse the Sinhala Buddhists by creating problems with Tamil or Muslim people in various areas, and also attacking the people who are trying to do beneficial things to the armed forces, and creating suspicion among the soldiers and rank and file of the armed forces, and penetrate racist and fascistic ideas in armed forces. These are going on, and therefore the situation is coming to a certain critical moment in coming period. We believe that once the constitution is brought into the parliament, they are planning island-wide struggle, a fascistic struggle to oppose that. And that should be the time for we have to see who are our friends and who are our enemies. And Nama Samaj Party has taken a central role in this, and we are now working combined with other Samaj communist groups, and we hope to coalesce into a common organization, and also to move into all areas and see that you organize a proper anti-fascist front and go forward in the struggle. The Russian Revolution commemoration is one point on which we can mobilize people, and we hope to do that.